This is what happens when you make a decision at 16 years old that will affect your whole life.
Sean Simpson came into Gaston County Court at points wiping away his tears as he stood before a judge. Just 16 years old, he's being charged with first-degree murder as an adult. That's as a result of a law change that went into effect in December, which allows teens his age to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. There was a realization that during this proceeding that the gravity was hitting him, a grand jury indictment that could come in the near future, and a moment that hit when a judge told him that he would not be seeing freedom anytime soon.
Court may impose a hold without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges. Considering the relevant factors and the charges, he is ordered held without bond.
This moment is tough to watch.
Yo, I felt for that kid at that moment.
But it was something that Zaquavious Dawkins' family says they needed to be here for. Simpson accused of killing Dawkins Sunday night along Chester Street. Simpson also accused with attempted first-degree murder involving another victim. Dawkins' family says he was going to get medical supplies for his mother when he was killed. After Wednesday's court appearance, things were still raw for Dawkins' family.
It's affected everybody, even the neighborhood.
Sean Simpson came into Gaston County Court.
Yo. So, I'm a father. I'm a parent. If you're a parent, I want you to write #ParentGang in the comments. There's a reason why I did this video, and I did it as a sense of a parent. My son is 18, just turned 18 on January 8th. But there was that time where, as a parent, you're scared of the decisions that they might make. You're worried about them not making a mistake, but them making a mistake that could affect their whole life. And I think as parents, that's what we fight to do. We fight to protect our kids at any extent. If you a parent, write any in the comments, because it's a certain energy that come with it. The parents felt that in their heart jump. Any extent to make sure that your kid don't do a mistake that'll affect their whole life. Now, when it does, and we watch it in real time, how it happened, and, I'm going to let the video play in the background. I like to do that because sometimes a video could just play and the emotion from the video can just be, felt. You kind of feel for him. I'm not saying he's not, just look, he's a kid. He's a kid. He's a kid. And there's that moment that you feel for him. And you feel for him because you don't want him to, you didn't want him as a parent, same thing that his parents felt. They didn't want him to be a victim of the streets. And they didn't want him to be a victim of the streets the other way. And they didn't want him to make nobody a victim of the streets. And he did. And then in the midst of that, the reality just kind of set in that you're not going home. But he's a kid. This is a kid's response. It's not a grown man. This is a kid's response. That emotion right there, that's a kid's response. You see what I'm saying? That's a kid's response. He's a kid. But he made an adult decision that day. And as a result of making an adult decision, you got to deal with the ramifications. It's just unfortunate that, he didn't get a chance to kind of steer himself right. 16 years old. At 16, I thought I got it all figured out. I'm not going to lie. We probably all did, man. If you agree, right, agree. We thought we knew it all. 16 years old, if you made it past 16, you thought you knew it all. And then when you get older or you get past 16 or 10 years past 16, you start thinking like, damn, I don't know shit. I don't know half the things I thought I knew. 12 years after I was 16, I was a father. You see what I'm saying? So it comes down to the fact that, I feel for this kid for the decision that he made. Sympathy. It's a weird feeling. I do feel for the parents that lost their kid too. But I feel for the kid that, did the crime because it's kind of like his whole life is ruined. When these things happen, there's no winner. There's really no winner. You know what I mean? You can't be like, even if you're the parent of the kid that passed away, there's no win. Oh, I'm happy. You're not happy. Reason you're not happy because it is kids. These are kids that made a decision, a bad decision. And I think that That's what we got to be on top of our kids for. Show your kids this video. Show your kids this video. Let your kids see that that decision that you make that you don't think is ever going to matter will have your ass crippled up and buckled up in court like this kid right here. Show it to them. That's why I got it on repeat. Because I'm hoping that y'all, as parents, could actually do the job and protect another kid from going. Save this kid. Look at this kid's emotion when this happened. So I hope that y'all do the job so that these two white men in that courtroom don't got to do the job. And that white man that's sitting in as the judge. And I'm only saying it because they white. I know a couple of y'all like to get real race, race. I love race baiting your damn self, but I'm just saying it because it's a fact. This black kid could have had the whole future ahead of himself, and now he about to go to jail for who knows how long. And, that's the parent of the other kid. That's the grandparent. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad. I do. I feel bad. And I feel bad for all the YNs. I do. They don't have no direction. Their whole direction is to follow somebody else that did the same thing. Their whole direction is, you know what? He did it. He doing his time, and guess what? He probably be in jail, right, on the phone, throwing up gang signs, acting like life is cool. You see what I'm saying? And then, the cycle just repeats itself. But maybe it's time to break the cycle. If y'all agree that it's time to break the cycle, write BTC or just write break the cycle. You could break the cycle at home right now. Give a damn how bad you think your kid is. If he bad, he could be bad to your ass, or he gonna be bad in there. You know what I'm saying? And now he gonna be real bad in there and in jail cell with a bunch of other bad people that's not trying to hear nothing that he's talking about. And that same innocent kid that we looking at right now 10 years from now is not gonna be the same innocent kid 10 years from now once he come out of this whole process. So things like this need to be talked about, and that's why I'm happy I got this little space that I'm dealing with now. And I'm gonna just keep riding the wave and keep dropping episodes. And guess what? It's gonna catch, and when it catches, people are gonna go wow. And by then, I'm already gonna be 10 steps ahead of the game. But right now, I'm comfortable with talking about these type of issues. I think they need to be talked about. I think that it's one thing to just talk about it with your friends, and it's another thing to talk about it with your family. And I consider the people that take out their time or take out any second of their time to watch me do what I do must be family. You know what I mean? So I hope that, this video touches somebody, no Diddy, and makes them feel a sense of realizing like, yo, you got to break the cycle. You know what I mean? Stop complaining and just break the cycle, because I don't want my son to be in no situation like this, and I don't want your kids to be in no situation like this. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all like what y'all hearing on this channel. I got 3 more channels above my head. Hit the top bell, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here.